Vashawn Mitchell, gospel singer, sensation, writer, producer on the line. What's going on, man?
Hey, good morning. Good morning.
Listen, I know you know his name, but songs like "My Worship Is for Real," songs like "Nobody Greater," songs like "Trouble Don't Last," songs like "Turning Around for Me," "Greatest Man I Know," which is my personal favorite, and his newest one, "Joy." Man, if you had to pick a favorite song of yours, hit or no hit, what would it be?
Oh wow, that's hard. All of them are my favorite, but definitely it's my worship is for real because it's definitely a personal testimony of mine that I put to music, and it is just as powerful now as it was when it came out years ago.
Yeah, it's definitely relevant. And I've heard even on your recent tour you just wrapped up, you sing it with Leandra a lot. So it took it to a whole nother level.
Oh yes.
The whole nother level. So listen, just to fast forward, you've been in the industry for quite some time. You were writing songs for Bishop Trotter, Chicago, doing a lot of things. You evolved to your own artist and producer. Out of the producing, like as I mentioned before we came back, you produced Tasha Cobb's records and so many others. Now you have your own label. Which would you say, which hat is the most fulfilling for you if you had to pick one that you do from songwriting, producing, label? What would you say?
Well, you know what? There's a season for everything, and I don't know if one of them is feeling when God calls you to multiple. I would say that I am fulfilled in doing it all, understanding that God doesn't give us just a gift for us to use, but us to birth other fruit as well. So, from my project to producing Tasha to behind the scenes on Anthony Brown project, it's all about the fruit that's produced from it. Knowing that we're not just being selfish, but when God gave you a platform and an ear, you use that, in order to continue the sound that He's pushing into the earth.
Man, that's good. I think that's so good. And I think especially in the gospel industry, when it's not, if I'm honest, a whole lot of money per se as it is, it's smart to, develop it in other areas. And I think we've seen you definitely do that in many other arenas. And your newest project, A Secret Place, was recorded in South Africa. Why South Africa?
Man, I've been traveling to South Africa on and off for the last maybe 5 years, quite a few times. Some people say that it's like my second home because I go to South Africa like it's down the street, but it's definitely an 18-hour flight sometimes 21 hours. But I was there, and just the worship experience was so unique and empowering. I heard God clearly say to record my next sound there, and I just began to plan to do it, and because I want to record this authentic worship and praise experience for this project, Secret Place, because South Africa had become my secret place. So we just began to plan it out and get the right people in place. And the project is out now, so I'm excited because it wasn't easy. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to do a recording in the U.S., let alone do it out of the country. But when God gives a vision, He gives provision, and the fruit of it is definitely in the stores, and people are being blessed by this music.
Yes, it went number one the first week it was out. Congrats to that. Joy, I loved from the very beginning. It's doing great on radio. One of my other personal favorites are probably Jesus Reigns on this record. Did you do a lot of writing on this record?
I did not. I wrote maybe 50% of the record, but I also did a couple of remakes of some of my favorite worship songs. And Jesus Reigns is actually written by a young man out of Indiana who had it on this project, and I heard it. And actually, I recorded it because I knew that it was a sound that needed to get into like worship experience all around the world, because we definitely need to continue to proclaim and declare that Jesus is in charge, He's in control, and He reigns.
Yeah, and it's evident, and it comes conveyed in all of the music. I know you also remade "Nobody Greater" on there, and you have brought out BB Winans, a legend, and Tasha Cobbs.
Yeah, well, I didn't really bring them out a little bit, but I kind of did. I was doing I was in South Africa, so you know you can't go and do just all new music. So I did a little bit of Nobody Greater, a little turnaround, and when I was getting ready to do it, I asked my mentor, BB, to join me on the song, and he said yes. So we did the song, and he kind of took it over a little bit. It became just really an epic moment that he called Tasha Cobbs up, and towards the end of the song, we don't know what happened. Boy, the place was crazy. Everybody was at the front of the stage, but it was a moving moment. And I think, even when you listen to it on the project, you hear it. You hear how the sound really like covered the entire place, but also, the people, they was encouraged, inspired, and uplifted through the sound.
Definitely. And somebody just texted and said they love your version of Chasing After You. And I want to thank you for that. But at the same time, I kind of don't want to thank you because I've heard every church in this country wear out Chasing After You after you did that. So I'm thankful for that song. But it's like that's one of the songs when you did it, everybody does it, like not just once, but every Sunday. I mean, that song is probably the most played song, but no, definitely you really brought Chasing After You to the forefront, and definitely it's played. Have you ever been at a service and like they do one of your songs to like impress you and it just doesn't go well? Have you ever been there?
Yes.
What do you do?
And the smile that I have right now, I keep the same smile I have on my face right now. Because everyone looks at me first. So I keep my good smile on, like it's all right with me and God.
And they just be really trying to impress, like, y'all watch, they be like making sure you're in the house at that point and, making sure you're in the room and, But listen, we're not going to hold you up. The record, A Secret Place, is out in stores. You can get it. Like I said, it went #1. You can stream it. You can download it. iTunes, all of those devices. But I have to ask you, for every caller that calls in, from Fred Hammond to Vicky to JJ, everybody, we've asked them 4 questions before they go. And you just got to say the first thing that comes off the dome. You ready? The lightning round. Okay. So the first question is, who is a gospel artist that is new or up and coming that you think is going to do amazing or be around for a long time?
Travis Green.
Yeah, hands down. Everybody says that. Now, second, to go along with that, what's a big gospel song over the last couple of years? If you wish that it would have been your song?
Intentional.
Everybody says that or Made Away every time. Okay, who's somebody that you have yet to collaborate with?
Kirk Franklin.
Okay, Kurt Franklin. And the fourth and final question, somebody that you may be close to in the industry that people would be surprised or not know. Who's somebody you call friend?
Oh, wow. That's a hard one.
It's always a hard
one.
One.
Would not know?
That people would be surprised that you're close. Like yesterday, we asked Kenny Lattimore. He said Eric Benet. Like, it's just somebody that people may not be familiar that you guys are close or you're friends.
Well, with social media, I think I tell everybody everything, but, wow.
Or it can be somebody we know.
A hard one.
It can be somebody that we know that you're really cool with.
Tasha
Cobbs, yes. So listen, before you go, I just want to once again thank you for taking time. Thank you for also down the years too. You've been somebody that I can always call. You always keep it real. Even when I don't want to hear it. So I appreciate you for being a pillar and, laying the foundation for so many artists, even behind the scenes. I don't think sometimes you get the credit behind the scenes for some of the foundation that you've worked, like I say, for legendary and classic records such as Tasha Cobbs and Anthony Brown and so many more. But tell people before you go how they can get the record and how they can get in contact with you.
I sure will. And good news also, today, the DVD from Secret Place Live in South Africa is available today at Amazon.com, Walmart.com, and Target.com. So check that out as well, everybody. Keep in touch with me, VashawnMitchell.com. It's Vashawn Mitchell, Twitter, Vashawn Mitchell, Instagram, Vashawn Mitchell. Sometimes on Snapchat, it's all Vashawn Mitchell. Check it out. Check out Secret Place. Check out Joy, and allow God to change your life through this amazing music.